Okay, part 2 of my Big Fat Sob Story. I would do the whole big, I'm a loser, and I mean, that's obvious. Boy, I can't think of much to say. I could dwell on my medical problems, the cancer, the colostomy, the diabetes, the heart disease, or I don't even know if I'm allowed to call it heart disease. It's aortic valve insufficiency disease. Plus I got edema. Is that what it is? Anemia is where your legs are swelled up. Plus I'm fat. Really fat. Here, I'll show you how fat I am here in a second. I'll get out and walk in front of the camera. All right. You could almost hear me getting fatter, right? maybe seeing how fat I am on video and putting it on the internet, maybe that'll embarrass me enough to stop shoving shit in my mouth. But it's some good beef jerky, man. It's the cheapest beef jerky I could find, too. Beef jerky's expensive. You could buy an ounce of beef jerky for like $3 or $4. Or you could get this stuff, it's 10 ounces for $12. Was that a popo? I think that's a popo. Or a detective. He don't have no thing on the side of his car, just the license plate. So anyway, I know what a lot of you are saying. Well, you can walk around. You know, I get 15-20 minutes at a time, and then that's it. I gotta sit down. My legs will be hurting so bad, and then ever since I started doing the insulin, they've been burning. And well, when I started doing the insulin anyway, my vision went blurry. And I told the doctors and everything, and they made sure my blood sugar and A1C was down, but they said that it's my body getting used to the insulin, and they were right. It took probably a month, and then my vision cleared up. I mean, I still every once in a while get a little blurry vision. But for the most part, it's okay. Have to put things at arm's length to read. If I got it real close up, I can't. It won't focus. It just won't happen. I would love to start a lawn care business. And I said, what the hell? You can't walk. You can't do nothing. Well, if I'm riding a lawnmower, I'm okay. It's just standing up. I mean, I could probably stand up long enough to unload the lawnmower, load the lawnmower back up, maybe run up and down a driveway or something if it's a short driveway with a leaf blower. But as far as weed whipping, I'm a pretty mechanical guy. I could weld a little bit, and I could figure out some way to mount a weed whip at the right angle on a zero-turn lawnmower that as I'm mowing, it would trim where I couldn't get, let's just say. And I could fudge it that way. I don't have no money. I'm broke. My sister's had enough of me. I just came up to renewing my food stamps and my Medicaid, and I could barely get her to help me with that, and I needed her to sign out a paper saying that she provides me with room and board, and she pays the utilities in the house, because I'm living in a house that she owns. She pays the electric bill, the water bill, my internet. The phone that I use is on her cell phone plan. She pays. This is her old car that she gave to my mom, and then my mom sort of give it to me, and she pays for the gas, and she pays for the license plates and the insurance, and so I can't even show you the inside of my house. I do just enough to live here. It's disgusting. It makes me sick. I don't even look at it. I try to just close my eyes and pretend it's not there. Because any chance that I get to do anything, that I feel good enough to see the little varmint, little kitty walking right there. That's pretty funny. We call him Short Tail because he's missing half of his tail. But anytime I feel good enough to get out and do anything, instead of doing something in my house, I go over and do something at my sister's, because I owe her big time. Like I said, I'm a big fat mooch, and she's footing my bill, and she shouldn't have to foot my bill, and makes me sick. I wish I could say the right stuff to the doctors and stuff to make them understand what I'm going through, and maybe they help me to get disability or do something that will cure my problems. To be honest with you, I hate sitting at home. I hate not doing nothing. But I say that, and then I get out and I go over to my sister's and I bust my ass, and lately I've been cleaning her shed out, just clearing the crap out of her shed, because it's horrible. There's just junk in there, been in there for years. And so the last 3 weekends I've went over there and I've loaded up a trash can full of crap and taken it out and put it out for the trash. And each time that I've went over there and I've busted my ass real hard, the next day definitely, but it's been the next 2 days to 3 days, I can't do nothing. The first time I went over there, I overdid it. I can't remember, but there was a whole bunch of bags of concrete, and that were sitting in there, and they got so much moisture in them that they turned to concrete. And I managed to muscle those into a trash can, and boy, I was feeling it the next day. My legs were just, from my knees down, I couldn't do nothing. Yeah, like, just listening to this, to myself, I would just be like, if it was somebody else, I'd be like, blah, 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 you lazy, no good piece of shit, get off your ass and do something. Well, I do. Doctors even said, well, you need to, work your way into it. Well, I do. I got muscle. I got, I don't know what you call it, stamina, or, it's not that I don't want to do it, it's just that it hurts so freaking bad to do it. I don't know how to express it in a way that, like I tell the doctors, it feels, the pain all the time feels like I slammed my hand in a car door, but it's my legs from knees down. It's that throbbing, holy crap, and that hurts pain. You get used to, well, I can't say you get used to it, but just like anything, you just build up a tolerance, I guess, or but it's, on top of that, the longer I stand, or the longer I walk, or the longer I do anything, it's like after you slammed your hand in the car door, someone just coming up and squeezing your hand. Squeeze it, or squeezing your legs. Squeeze it, make it hurt some more, just punch it and hit it with a hammer. And people don't understand that I'm literally crying on the inside. I mean, there's been times where I went into Kroger's, and by the time I've come out of Kroger's, just grocery shopping, I'm in tears. I've sat in Kroger's parking lot and cried for an hour. Because no one understands. No one gets it. I had one doctor pretty much call me a liar. And then he sent me, first he goes, do you do drugs? I said, no, don't do drugs. Haven't done drugs for years. Okay. Piss test. Piss test come back clean. I said, you're doing drugs. I said, did piss test come back clean? Yeah, piss test come back clean, but you're doing drugs. Then he goes, I don't think you got neuropathy. I think you're just hem hauling and blah, 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 this. So he sent me to get a EMG, which tests for neuropathy. It tests for nerve damage. And the EMG came back moderate to severe peripheral neuropathy and nerve damage. Plus I got is it edema, or I'm not sure I'm saying it right. I think it's edema, where you just get swelling in your legs. And they think that's caused from the heart problem. But I think all this stuff, because I didn't have none of this pain, none of the swelling in my legs, none of the heart problems, until I had chemotherapy. And I think they just burnt my nerves and burnt my blood vessels, and they just ruined me with that chemotherapy. So, well, I'll do another one later. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.